Je passe la parole à mon collègue d'Algérie.
Madam President, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude for your swift response in convening this urgent meeting at our request. Algeria, China, and Russia. I also thank Mr. Khiari for his briefing. Since the start of our term in the Security Council last January, we have warned about the risk of the Israeli aggression against Gaza spreading across the Middle East. Unfortunately, this risk has become a reality. Today, we face a regional conflict with serious and foreseeable global consequences. Despite this, some Council members are still reluctant to call this situation a threat to international peace and security. The Israeli attacks are an undeniable breach of international peace, and this Council must act to restore international peace and security. Madam President, Algeria condemns in the strongest terms the recent military attacks by the Israeli occupation forces perpetrated against the Islamic Republic of Iran. We stand in full solidarity with Iran, condemning these attacks as violation of its sovereignty and a clear violation of the UN Charter and international law. The international community has a duty to curb the Israeli occupation and stop its continued escalation, which has brought the Middle East into an endless cycle of instability. Colleagues, after the Israeli airstrikes on Iranian diplomatic premises in Damascus last April, we have emphasized that true peace requires adherence to the UN principles and respect for international law by all. Applying double standards to international laws weaken our global legal order, weaken the credibility of this very Council. Today, our message remains the same. International law must be respected with no exception. With no exception. No one is above the law. And the Israeli occupying power must be held accountable for its action. Madam President, the crises in the Middle East are interconnected and must be addressed together. Their root cause is very well known. It is the ongoing Israeli occupation of Arab lands. recent events must not eclipse the central issue of aggression against the Palestinian people. In the short term, an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and Lebanon is essential to end the violence. In the long term, lasting peace requires that Palestinians enjoy their legitimate rights and that the Israeli occupation of all Arab territories is put to an end. In this regard, the Security Council must uphold its responsibilities, and we call on all members of the Security Council to impose, yes, to impose an immediate and permanent ceasefire in Gaza and Lebanon, and to work towards establishing an independent Palestinian state with Al-Quds Sharif as its capital, and to bring an end to the Israeli occupation of all Arab lands. I thank you.
Je remercie le représentant de l'Algérie.